the world is ready for something different. I want to usher you guys and introduce you guys to the cooperative age. Technology is at an all-time high. It's growing exponentially. And we have self-driving cars, self-parking cars, voice automation. We have all of these different advancements in technology, yet and still people have yet to find where money meets technology. I'm going to share something with you guys where money finally meets technology. And just like a self-driving car, we're going to show you how to participate in a self-driving economy that will support the lifestyle of your dreams, allowing you to have 7 days of Saturday, raise as much money as you need for your specific projects, whatever it is that you want to do. That's what I'm going to share with each and every one of you. The question is, are you ready though? And I'm assuming because you're here taking time out of your schedule, you are. Buckminster Fuller, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this gentleman. He's an icon, someone I have a tremendous amount of respect for. He said, you never change things by fighting the existing reality. To change something, build a new model that makes the existing model obsolete. And we've done that with our company called Co-op Crowd. Fundamentally, as a company, I want you guys to understand that we believe in the radical idea that economic systems should serve everyone and not just a chosen few at the top. And so we put together a system that allows that to be the case. We put together a system that's inclusive, it's generous, and it's residual in nature. And why is that so important? Well, your bills are residual in nature. And that's why that first slide that I showed you with the person going around and around Monday through Friday is because they have residual bills. Whether they go to work or not, bills still show up like clockwork every 30 days. Well, what if you can have an automated income that shows up like clockwork, in our case, every 28 days, that's greater than your monthly responsibilities? That will allow you to have a true wealthy lifestyle, to be able to wake up when you get through sleeping and call your own shots. When I talk about inclusive, we're not talking about just regular inclusion. We're talking about meaningful inclusion that's going to be able to breed self-sovereignty for you. And for our entire organization, we're talking about collective prosperity for all of our members worldwide. The other thing that we've done with this system and how we really program is that we also believe that if you create value, because I'm going to assume that a lot of you have been involved in other projects, maybe you've been involved in network marketing or high ticket or other kinds of free enterprise, which we're none of those things. We're in the crowdfunding space. We believe, honestly, if you create the value, you should share in that value. It shouldn't be just a one-off. And so I'm going to be sharing with each and every one of you how you can gain an ownership and equity position in a decentralized bank worldwide, literally speaking, in the crowdfunding space. So we've designed a better system. I want to introduce you guys to Co-op Crowd, okay? What we are is the world's first cooperative crowdfunding system. And what we've been able to do is that we've been able to turn givers into receivers in the crowdfunding space. Now, let me help you guys understand something. Crowdfunding is where it is at, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone's doing it right now. But unfortunately, a lot of people aren't successful at it because they have to be a great marketer themselves, or they have to get people to believe or buy into their specific campaign. And so what we've been able to do is we've been able to turn givers into receivers. And what it does is it removes the biasness or prejudiceness in the crowdfunding activity. Because think about it. You may want to raise money for cancer research, but people may want to raise money for multiple scoliosis or heart disease, or raise money for the homeless. So there's so many different campaigns that people have out there. Well, what if there was one system that it didn't care what your particular cause was, that everyone's unique causes can get funded without prejudice, because it's a built-in incentive where we're able to turn giving into receiving at the exact same time. And we've all heard of the notion that it is better to give than to receive. But what if you can do both? And we've been able to program that or bake that into our system. And so we're able to split each donation to help multiple causes simultaneously instead of one in Co-op Crowd. Now, because of that, it's going to position you and any friends that you know how to receive a universal cooperative income, which consists of earned, passive, and portfolio income. We are truly rewriting, rethinking, and recoding the rules of the new global economy, literally speaking. So our automated system turns people's financial chaos into financial harmony. Now, if you don't understand how big crowdfunding is, I want you guys to look at this expose here. It's done by Goldman Sachs. If you don't know who Goldman Sachs is, they are one of the largest and most powerful financial institutions on this planet, literally. They under management, they have about $2.2 trillion in assets under management. And they did this expose called The Future of Finance. And here's what they're saying about crowdfunding, that it is potentially the most disruptive of all the new models in finance, because what it does is it empowers networks of people. And that's what our organization is. We're a network of entrepreneurs. We're a network of doers that are coming together collectively to create something, an idea whereby people around the world can be debt-free, stress-free, and financially free and live the lifestyle that they deserve. And crowdfunding is where it's at. If you guys didn't know that then President in 2012, Barack Obama signed something into law called the Jobs Act. And basically what that did was it eased regulations around crowdfunding so that entrepreneurs and people can gain access to money that they so desperately need. And that's why you saw a rise in so many crowdfunding platforms, whether it was GoFundMe, Indiegogo, Kickstarter, Facebook has one, PayPal has one. Everyone is doing crowdfunding, but no one does it better than Co-op Crowd. That's why we're so unique. So money meets technology. We've been able to create our very own and the first decentralized private digital wallet called Co-op Wallet. So once you join forces with us, you're going to get your own decentralized digital wallet called Co-op Wallet. Okay, it's like having a bank in your pocket for you to receive your money immediately, autonomously, residually, and be able to withdraw your funds on a daily basis. So our one-of-a-kind technology is built on the blockchain. And so this is going to empower you through programmable automation that's baked into our system to crowdfund your way to wealth by simply turning givers into receivers. And there's no holds and there's no limit on the amount of money that you can raise and receive through our process. Before I go any further, to help you guys see how we're able to make money and how we're actually able to do this on the blockchain, I want to play this short video for you that's going to give you a little bit of insight on the value of blockchain technology, okay, moving forward. So let me go ahead and play this short video for you.
So Web 2 is read-write. So now we could interact, but the problem with read-write is the people in charge of it, the centralized authorities, are the ones that made all the money. Now, Web 3, we the people, get to own. And it turns out Filecoin and other things are involved in that.
And just understand that Web 3.0, meaning you can read, write, and verifiably trust, will impact every aspect of our online lives. It's just the masses haven't quite realized yet.
Big statement. Blockchain will usher in a period of unprecedented wealth creation. More wealth will be created by blockchain technology than any technology in the history of mankind. Big statement. Decentralization of trust, value flowing without intermediaries. We liberate $7 trillion a year that's stolen from us by banks, insurance companies, brokers, auditors, accountants. No offense to the people, but it's stolen. Blockchain will completely revolutionize financial services the same way the internet revolutionized media and commerce. All the value used to be at ABC, NBC, CBS. Now it's all at Netflix because of the internet. All the value used to be in mom and pop stores. Now it's at Amazon because of internet. Same thing happens. All the value from JP Morgan and all the global banks is going to blockchain. It's going to be the beating heart of the new financial system. Do we even really need banks? Anyone been in a bank ever? Like, really? Why would anyone go in a bank? You could do it all on your phone. No one gets a mortgage from, in the old days, you had a banker and you went to their office and they gave you coffee, you got a toaster, and great. But that's not what we do now. We use our phone. And in fact, 40% of people in the world, 40% of adults in the world don't have a bank account. But they got cell phones. We can deliver financial services through their cell phone, through blockchain technology.
Absolutely. So I want you guys to understand blockchain is going to be everywhere. Everything is going blockchain, from cases of wine to real estate to commodities to stocks to bonds. Everything is going blockchain. And so we're the tip of the spear of what's happening. And so decentralization is absolutely changing everything. And so The other thing that's so powerful about what I'm getting ready to share with you guys, we're going to show you how to make tremendous residual cash flow. But what's powerful about this is that it's owned by the members and not shareholders. Okay. So that's very, very powerful when you talk about really taking your life to a whole nother level financially. And as you see, some of our members from around the world, not all of them, going across your screen here, we have people from all walks of life. We have real estate agents and brokers. We have pastors and bishops. We have doctors and lawyers. We have stay-at-home moms and dads that's a part of our global community. And you notice these yellow numbers here, okay? These are our registration keys. These are equivalent to like having a global check routing number. And anyone that has a Co-op wallet and you know their registration key, you can send them money anywhere in the world on the blockchain in a tenth of a second, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so let me share with you how this actually works. Okay, the members, all right, we're all come together and we're able to escalate our residual cash flow with a system rather than people. And what do I mean by that? See, we're not personality dependent here. See, there's no secrets to success. There's only systems to success. And so what's so beautiful about our system, it requires no skill set to be successful here. And so when there's no skill set to be required to be successful, who then cannot win in our environment? So here's how it works. I want you guys to look at this picture right here. This is a visual display of how our turning of giving into receiving through our own metaverse and ecosystem looks. This is literal, you guys. Okay, so everyone that gets involved in this, they're part of our metaverse or ecosystem. This is the cooperative torus. So meet our cooperative torus. It's the beating heart of our project. Okay, like I said, it's automation that has been programmed. It's been baked into our system to function this way. So as donations are generated in this cooperative, it's returned to all the members automatically and continuously. And what it does is it creates a bottom-up universal cooperative income for all of our members worldwide versus the top-down pyramidal structure that is controlled and manipulated. When I tell you guys that it is the fairest, the simplest system I've ever seen in my life that anyone that can fog up America can do and create options not only for themselves, but a handful of friends, this is the one that you want to go ahead and take a stab at. And all of this is fueled by every one of our members completing just 2 simple steps. So what I'm getting ready to share with you is exactly what you would need to do just one time in order to trigger a digital event that will allow you and a handful of friends to start receiving ongoing passive residual income as well as portfolio income. So here are the 2 steps. It's very, very simple. Step number 1 is that you would simply buy 3 what we call Co-op 25 NFTs for a one-time out-of-pocket of $84. Now, you may not know what an NFT is, so let me go ahead and break this down for you. I'm not going to go deep into the weeds with this for simplicity's sake and time's sake, but NFT stands for non-fungible tokens. What it essentially means is that it's digital rights ownership. A lot of you have heard of property rights or maybe intellectual property rights if you write a song or write a book. Never before in human history has there been a way for the average person to have digital rights as we're moving into a new digital economy. This is where everything is going. So this is an asset that you will own. Okay, so what ends up happening is that the reason why you're here is that whoever invited you to take a look at this, they've already purchased 3 of these Co-op 25 NFTs. All right. So step number 2 is what you would do then is choose 3 friends to give it forward to who will each do the same. This is key, who will each do the same. So think about this for a moment. You're here because someone asked you to take a look at this. What they're going to do, should you see this, okay, and this makes sense to you, they're going to assign one of their 3 Co-op 25 NFTs to you, giving you an asset. Okay, that's going to position you to earn a universal cooperative income moving forward once you do the exact same thing, giving it forward to 3 friends. You're not asking your friends to give you money. You're going to give it literally to them one time. When you do that, here's what I want you guys to understand. Immediately, that's going to turn your giving into your receiving, and it covers your $1 a day subscription. It's a subscription because we want you to build residual income or raise residual royalties to offset your monthly residual responsibilities. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. These are the 2 steps that every person has to do one time to trigger an automated digital event, an autonomous event like a self-driving car that will take you from where you're at today to where you really want to be in life. Hear what I'm saying to you. Just 2 simple steps. And all of it's done through our back office. And we'll show you how to do that should you decide to get started with us. Okay? So your cooperative has 10 crowd stages. So as you and your team of donors each complete the 2 simple steps one time, you'll receive increasing amounts of royalty donations daily. And your co-op NFT will continue to grow in value, allowing you to live a rich life. Okay, so a couple of things happened when you give it forward to 3 people. Remember, we turn givers into receivers, right? So number 1, you instantly receive an ongoing royalty for each of the 3 friends towards your cause every 28 days once you go ahead and give them that NFT token. All right, for the rest of your life, instantly. It's like an instant rebate. The second thing that happens when you give it forward to those 3 friends, I want you guys to think about this because we're talking about splitting up the donations to help more than one cause. So when you give it forward to 3 friends just one time, 30 other members' causes instantly receive an ongoing royalty every 28 days automatically as well. Hopefully you guys are starting to see the genius of this. We are literally showing the average person how to divide their efforts, but multiply their results cooperatively. That's why we're called Co-op Crowd, and showing people how to create a cooperative universal income. So let me go ahead and break this thing down for you. We each reach 3. So as insane as this may sound, this is what happens to a mathematical certainty as we each give it forward to just 3 friends in the Co-op 25 just one time. So please pull in close here for me, ladies and gentlemen. This is the mathematical certainty right here. So when you look at this, you're going to go ahead and buy 3 Co-op 25 NFTs, and you're going to give it forward to 3 friends, right? To the right of that 3, the moment that you give it forward to 3 friends, you're going to receive, as a giving and turn into receiving, $26 every 28 days for that. Immediately, you're going to receive $26, and then you're going to get it every 28 days moving forward. Now, I want you guys to think about that. At that moment in time, you're done. You've triggered everything that you need to trigger in order to participate in an ongoing royalty income of donations. Now, even more insane than that, you can obviously give it forward to more than 3 friends, and many of you are going to be compelled to do so once you start seeing how this actually works. So you don't have to stop at 3. For simplicity's sake and qualifications, that's all that's required for each and every one of you. And what ends up happening is everyone must do the exact same thing. The 3 friends that you gave it forward to, they got to give it forward to 3 friends, and so on and so forth. And as you look at what's being highlighted there, the 10 cooperative stages that I shared with you guys, you're going to start receiving an ever-increasing royalty that, literally speaking, can raise in just the $25 cooperative over $972,000 in royalty donations. Now, here's what I want you guys to look at here. If it took you 7 days to find 3 people to give it forward to and bless, and let's say it took those 3 people 7 days to do the exact same thing, and it took, let's just say, everyone 7 days, okay, to pay it forward to 3 people, do you realize in 84 days, you would be at over $972,000 in royalty income? We're just giving forward an asset to 3 people. Identify 3 people that's willing to receive $25 from you one time, who's willing to turn around and find 3 people who's willing to receive $25 from them one time. All right. And it triggers an ongoing universal cooperative income for people all around the world because we're on the crypto space. I hope you guys understand that what our founder has done, he has created the perfect system for anyone that wants a better life to achieve their goals and dreams. Finally, money meets technology. So what you're seeing this chart do, this chart behaves just like this picture illustrates right here. As people are paying it forward to 3 people quickly, it doesn't have to take a week. It should only take 24 hours to find 3 good friends, the 3 friends that you invited to your birthday party, the 3 good friends that work with you at your job, the 3 good friends that were in your wedding, the 3 good friends that you call when your heart is hurting. That's all we're talking about here. And then they identify 3 people, and this is what happens in our ecosystem where everyone can win and cooperate. So here's what I want to wrap this thing up with. I want you guys to understand our organization is called Smarter Than Money. Our whole goal is to teach people around the world how to become smarter than money. And what do I mean by that? If you're working a job right now, and this is not a knock, people have to do what they have to do. But if you're working a job, that means that money is smarter than you, meaning that you're working literally for money in order to pay bills. What we're showing you how to do is to take a one-time out-of-pocket of 3 tokens and give it forward to 3 people who would do the same and put money to work for you. And our whole goal by the end of this year is to have 1 million members worldwide in Co-op Crowd. And from there, we're going to have 100 million members within this cooperative. And so a candle loses nothing when lighting another candle. And so this candle lighting is equivalent to you giving it forward to 3 people. Once you've been lit with this understanding, okay, then you're just going to give it forward to 3 people. You're going to light 3 people's candles who will each turn around and light 3 people's candles. So always remember that your light can ignite so many people, it will also brighten your path. I want you guys to watch and see how this thing can really happen worldwide.